Namaskar. Peace, greetings, everybody. Namaskar, ji.
Namaskar.
Yes, and this is day 3 of 3 days that we have been counting down to 2021. Oh my God, it's December 31st, 2020 here in Singapore. And I know Darshanji on your side, it's going to be the 31st soon.
Yeah, it's right now it's 30th. I think how many hours to go? 5 hours to go, or
It's
even precisely 4 hours to go.
Wow. Ji, that's what we started off this whole session, that the whole world we are a one world community, and when all of us together, this is about inclusion. So we are not done till you are done. So I'm talking about the countries. So it is about holding everybody together in the space of moving forward in life. And that is what this 3 sessions kind of got me into thinking on how, as a world, we should stand together. And we are meant to stand together more than forcing it on us as it should or whatever. We are meant to stand together. And how much are we allowing that to happen? So the first session we did wake up to health. And then yesterday we talked about waking up to powerful relationships. So today, G, what do you think it should be?
Yeah, we are going to discuss about self-actualization.
Yes, it is really about waking up to our true self, who we are and what we are meant to be doing. Again, our mentor, Mr. Fuller, he talked about this whole concept of finding out who we are in our true self. It's like every Swamiji we know, every gurus that we know always talks about this, coming into actualization. But Mr. Fuller talked about this. He said, we are always told in the world on what we are supposed to be doing. And we are given signs in the world on what we are supposed to be doing. And Almighty universe, whatever that you want to call God, he always gives us a sign with a tap. Wake up, wake up. A slight tap. It can be a feather, like very soft, gentle, like a mother will tell the daughter or children, please don't do this, please don't do this. And then there is this calling or a tap that's a mad truck that will hit us so bad, and it'll have to wake us up because we didn't wake up in the first tap. So right now, did you realize, G, the whole world didn't get a feather. It got a Mack truck hitting us.
True. Very, very, we can correlate with it. True.
Yes. So what we are doing right now is in this 2020, if we still haven't woken up to the Mack truck, it could be in any way in our life. It could have shown up in our health, in our relationship, in our career, in our business, in our professional life. This is the time for us to realize that there is a bigger calling, that why we are showing up together and why the whole world need to work in a certain way. Suddenly we are all doing the same thing, one thing, wearing a mask. So this may sound like very simple, but going into the depth of it, G, the realization that we need to wake up to our inner calling on what we are meant to be doing in this world. It's world peace, everything is fine. Everybody is talking about world peace right now. What is the peace for individually for us? I think that is the core that we need to relate to and wake up to what we are meant to be doing in our life, in our different roles that we have been assigned to. So, G, can you relate to that about the roles? You are doing some amazing roles with that.
Sure. So I'll start with an example without offending United Nations. But,
Yes.
but I correlate it with very, very well with United Nations and a human being. UN exists since almost 75 years now, and its existence is for peace, to bring harmony amongst the people.
Yes.
There is well-defined charter, well-defined processes, based of the intellect are working there, but then also there are wars. Similarly, we all are intelligent enough to do and to think good about ourselves. Nobody is dumb. And
Yes.
even by chance you say somebody you are an idiot, you will face huge consequences. But very same person spends days, weeks, months, and years not knowing what he's doing. And if we go to him and say that, do you know purpose of your life or what you are doing and why you are doing, how you are doing? No answers. So there are selective few who knows the purpose of life and their calling. Yes, the nature has designed it by default that everybody will not able to realize this. Otherwise, this earth will be full of saints and sages. There will be no lazy person on this earth. It will be full of CEOs, VPs, and all that.
Yes.
Nobody will, So people are, they are the way they are because it is been by design. It's also a wish of Almighty that several people should not realize their true potential. Only thing is that if a particular person tries and compares himself positively with somebody, then only he will try to realize. That's why we need positive torchbearers, icons, and those icons will take out those who are those who have not realized their potential from the other side of the border to the this side of the border. So I think that's my perception. Like
Yes.
several people has a different perception.
I relate to you so much in terms of that hierarchy or that order, the divine
Mhm.
order, let's call it that way. And I so relate to you, and it's so important that we recognize that all of us are human. That's the context we give, that's the excuse we give ourselves when we are not able to be patient. I'm just human. So, and if we make mistake, I'm just human. The truth is, and we all hear this again and again, I think this year was spoken most, we are all human having all spiritual beings having a human experience. This is like told already. Now, coming to the conversation that you are having right now, I just want to relate to it, G. You are right. Not everybody can be CEO. If I am born to serve a CEO and that's my calling, I want to do it to the best. That's the conversation I want to have. So everybody who are having this calling, they need to be allowing themselves, not sit down there and complain, oh my God, I cannot be a CEO, so I'm here serving this guy, blah, 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 all that thing. So the reality is for us to realize that this is my purpose. Because many people out there in the jobs are not happy. What we are calling out is to actualize yourself, wake up to the reality that this is what you're meant to be doing, and become it, so that you can, like what you said, maximize the human potential. And I just want to call out, like what you said, and I have to say this, that going with the left brain has been the journey.
Mhm.
Intellect, like what you said, all those rules and structures and everything. Whereas right now, the world has been woken up to the right brain conversations. And not that the peace is all that we need. We need people to get into action using the intellect for the highest good of humanity. And that's the conversation, a whole
Mhm.
brain functioning of human beings where the
Mhm.
heart and the mind
Mhm.
come together and
Mhm.
act out in will of what needs to be done. So
Mhm.
that is the conversation that both of us are in, because at the end of the day, that's what we have been striving individually in
True.
our own ways. And right now we have come together to explore next level.
Mhm. True. In addition to that, when a person realizes that this is my calling and this is the purpose which I need to, move forward, the calling comes in a two ways. Like either I need to go and earn a lot of money, or I need to stand still and be happy with whatever I have.
Yes.
So these two extremes makes a person happy or unhappy, because when somebody runs just behind money, at least at one point he will get exhausted,
Yes.
while the person who is already in peace, he's happy with what he has. Yes, temporarily he will have that ups and downs of jealousy or inferiority, that I'm not having enough. But the self sufficiency or the way he enjoys, I think it will be far more better than the person, those who is running behind the money. So I
Yes.
think that is also one of the things worth noticing. I'll give you my conventional example.
Yes,
Many
please.
people are coming to me, giving me so many lucrative offers that
Okay.
do this, do that. And I simply say in one word, I'm happy. Where am I? Mexico makes me happy. My company is making me happy. Beyond this, I have thought nothing about that. So let me serve the community. And that happiness allows me to serve with the best possible interest. Otherwise, I'll get, defocused from here to there, and I'll be shunting in
Yes.
making people happy rather than being happy. And I am not here to serve people to make them happy. I am not, what you can say, a servant of the community who wants their ego to be polished. No, I am here to work for a company, to make money, make myself happy, my family happy. Remaining time is my time, and I can spend anywhere. I can go to the bush, sleep beneath the tree. I can ride horses. I can swim, or I can serve the community. That's my life.
You know, you actually just lit up when you say it's my job and I can do everything I want. That is the power of, personal clarity. And that is the power that, we can shine through to others. And what you have decided to do with that time is what is very magnificent, right? So whatever the choice, and that's not wronging or right, not that, oh, Darshanji could do this, but why is that person going to the mountain and climbing trees? It doesn't matter. That's what it's meant to be. So what you have chosen is a very good example of how the next level of growth can be, and that you know what you are doing and you are at peace with what it is available for you. And G, you decided to push that boundary to be of service to others as
Correct.
well. So that is the kind of collective consciousness that is growing in the world. And this is where the whole brain, whole being approach is being executed right now. This has been a conversation I've been having with global leaders and so many people around the world since 2002. And I have always, and I have to tell you this, all these conversations we had has been culminating and culminating, and not just about India or Malaysia, Singapore. I'm from Singapore, and also with our US and Australian friends. We have been talking about how the world needs to wake up to a new level of consciousness and all of that. Yet, this ego games that you talk about, who is greater, always has been exciting in that sense. Whereas right now, it's the time for us to get into the community collective efforts. And like, I love what the person said, servant leadership, that we have no ego, right? The purpose, cause above self. So if we can individually identify what is our cause that we will be serving. So if it's somebody supposed to be, yes, Darshanji's TCOL is a fantastic platform. I feel so drawn that I need to be serving in that community, and that makes that person happy. I think that is done deal.
Correct. And,
Yeah.
and another thing, Aziza, is transparency.
Yes.
Every act of ours or mine, I keep it completely transparent. Even sometimes I look naive, that I do not know something, or I make spelling mistakes, or I don't know even sometimes pronounce something. I accept it. Yes, that's me,
Yes.
and
Yes.
that's me as a transparent being. I never have feared coming on the in front of camera and speak. Why? Because I knew, even though I have limitations, because limitations are not because of I hold these positions and all that. Limitations is because I have never practiced such kind of corporate culture. After my graduation, I've been always a technocrat, but now I have got an opportunity. Just see me, 2021, you will see a huge difference in me. So this period of the time, 12 months, I have dedicated to nurture my baby.
Practice.
Okay? No, nurture the baby called TCOL.
Yes, Ji.
And if TCOL is nurtured, now it is growing, and that baby doesn't need to be cared by me personally. Now
That's
it will
right.
start walking, and it will start.
Absolutely.
So by that time, now I will have enough time. Till now, I was, completely getting involved into it. Whatever my productive time was, I used to donate, and donate. So
Yes. I think you said it right. And as we talk on this conversation about waking up to self and what we are meant to be doing, donating is not only cash, time, and in the religious or the Sufi context is donation of knowledge is the highest form of donation.
yes,
So,
even
they say ilmo is the highest form of donation because that is what is meant, is not is ours in the first place. It is channeled through us, through the divine source, and it needs to be given, not to be kept. I think you mentioned it in one of the place. The best way is sharing knowledge is
yeah.
a fantastic way to move forward in life.
Sharing knowledge is the best way to get immortality. You will become immortal if you share the knowledge.
Yes, and technology has made it so possible. Gee,
So
so this is
possible.
fantastic. So as we talk about all these conversations, our friends who are listening in, thank you so much. Let's spread this message on waking up to the self and make this year the year that you are going to. If you have not really identified, you've been given a whole year most of the time to come back home and be at home. All of us have been home all the day, and when I say home, it's very ambiguous, not only in a home, but we have been made to feel at home in our body, in our spirit, and giving gratitude for everything that has shown up in our life. Right now is the time to really, really ask yourself, if you've not done so, wake up. This is the final day of 2020 to wake up to your true self of who you are and what you want to be, and allow that to happen. And like what Darshanji, you said, very, very important is the authenticity and transparency. When we are authentic, I can vouch for this beautiful, blessed people show up in our life to make things happen. That is the verdict of anything. So living that, as a spirit for me has been the huge blessing. And especially, I just want to tell this, G, maybe I should declare right now that all these years, my callings has been for Indians to reach out to the world and the world to come to India. Even though I have been executing this in many, many, many ways, I cannot say how many ways. I go to China and speak to Chinese people about the Indian culture and Indian business, and I invite them to go to India. And I brought many people like that. And not only China, right? So it's around the world. Everywhere I go, I stand for Indian businesses to grow, Indian economy to grow.
Mhm.
And not just because of India, but there's so much of opportunity for international people to be part of the journey and grow together as one community. So today, when I'm talking to you and with this TCOL, this conversation that you have showed up in our life in Go Global Business School and our Shine work, it is testimony that the work that we are standing for is real, because it's not about just India, but India is available for the world, and world is right now with India. So that's the kind of affirmation. And for me, is that's the journey I've said yes to. And this conversation we are having is kind of the affirmation of that, because you work with so many Indians, and you come from one of the top Indian companies. So that is already a powerful affirmation that this is real. And my calling has just kind of become so vibrant right now, and this synergy is just the tip of the iceberg I can see for
Uh,
enriching more lives.
yeah, if I may get a minute or so from you,
Yes, G, please, G,
I
please,
would
G.
like to ask you your calling. Like,
Well, G, that's what I'm saying, G. For me, in 2002, when I was in a room of Chinese people, I was the only Indian dressed like this, asking myself what I must be doing for my people. So when I say my people, I'm thinking about India, because Indian, my parents come from Kanyakumari. So I'm a Tamil speaking. My Hindi is thoda thoda malum, but I still can survive. And this is where I thought I must be. What must I be doing for my Indian community? And this is where we have come to, where we see the training, coaching, mentoring industry very well received around the world. Yet there is a gap that we need to fill, to upgrade, to upskill. So I was very blessed to be part of some of the who's who of the industry, working with, I'm the first Indian lady. I'm very humbled for that, to be the instructor in training for the Accelerated Business School, the Money Any program, which has been around since 1978. Nobody has taken up the mantle until I came in 2015. I worked with them. So they are our mentor program for all these self-development work. And we are talking about people like Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki. They are from this school. And I have been blessed to be one of them who brought the work to India. And it's not about just bringing some training programs, it's a community that we are serving. And that community I'm part of, but our community in our Shine is all about Indian businesses and Indian trainers, coaches, educators being transformed to be more whole brain, whole being. Just now we talked about. So that's the idea, because the whole world right now needs, LinkedIn is very, very vibrant with Indians, vibrant with Indians. So we need to, that means there is a huge need for Indian potential to be out there to serve the world. And how much can we upgrade ourselves? That is a question we want to ask. So I'm a homemaker who got this calling, G, that how can we support more training, coaching businesses to upgrade, trainers and educators to upgrade. So that has been the calling, and I have been serving it in my small, small ways. And I have my business partner, Mr. Ayyapadas from Kerala. He was manifested in my life 2 years ago. So together, we reach out to a lot of people. Right now, our company is a business. We are a business that is doing this. And we have a portal that is now advocated to this EduTech portal. And I'm so happy that the Circle of Legend will be having its presence with us as well, and that we can grow together in this space. And that is a huge journey that we have set out to do. Our target is to reach 1,000 educators to be showcased with real financial benefits for them, not just as an NGO or we're a for-profit.
Yeah, I think yes. Means that is also required. Like with God's bless, I am the blessed one who doesn't require at least an immediate finance, but there are so many who requires. So
Yes,
there is nothing wrong, and business is not wrong if done in ethical way.
that's
Yeah,
right.
but at the same time, I would like to have a few minutes from you to explain about our upcoming summit. So may I?
Yes, please. Please do. I mean, it's all about the summit that we got together. How can we not talk about it?
Yes. So the summit 6, after the success of summit number 5, we are going to connect with more than 25,000 families, and that number is huge. We have only 50 days remaining, and we want to use technology up to its max pinnacle, and it may possible that we reach 50,000 families rather than 25,000.
Yes.
We have seen a dream, we have dreamed about something, and there are ways and means to achieve it.
Yes.
If on a calling, a mob can come together without any incentive on a Facebook, physically by spending money and just to cheer on the chord of guitar, we have so many vibrant things available,
Yes.
starting from painting to essay competition to producing videos, podcast, and many more activities done by kids, supported by parents and grandparents
Yes.
and teachers and neighbors. So if all of them come together, even we are targeting the housemaids also. So if all comes together, make a one huge united family, provide their pictures, get along with us, engaged, and come with one knowledge, one information, one message, that we can use technology constructively for the betterment of humanity. And I think humanity means for self, because we are human. We are not Homo sapiens. Yeah. So it
Yes.
starts with us. Let's start. Yeah. Or we are Homo sapiens, but we are not as good as our ancestors. Yeah. So let's see how we are going to take advantage of it, how we are going to take advantage of this, uh, being part of involving others. And the beauty of this is not a single person will be overburdened. The duties will be divided organically in such a way that a person will be just making a cluster of beneath him and just informing, passing on the information. If a person can make Baba Ka Dhaba viral, or
Yes.
certain things, which are like राजू कुएं में गिर गया, और वो राजू का स्टोरी मीडिया कैन रन फॉर 8 good hours. Why can't these stories get run on medias for such a long duration? So we are committed,
Yes.
and we will make this happen at any cost.
Absolutely. As you talk, my mind is going. I'm known for business network. I mean, networking, not only for business. My mind is going through all my data of directories on how we can reach out to more and more people. The more I speak with you, more my directory is running. So once we get off this chat, I will send you a contact in US,
Sure.
amazing lady who's handling a lot of women network there.
Great. Yeah,
Indian, and also in India and Singapore. So
great.
fantastic, G. Let's take this time to really reflect back on what's possible for all of us now. We are not just talking about countdown. We are already talking about the future. We have already planned for January and February activities to engage everybody. And as we put out these links for everybody to be part of, we also want to let everybody know January we have a 7-day challenge for everybody to be part of. We are a trainer coach. You have a 7-day free challenge that you can engage yourself for next level of growth. And also for women who wants to get into a stronger improving of their relationships, we'll be having another 7-day challenge as well. So all these links will be available for you to get yourself geared up for the next level of action for yourself, for your life, for your family, and your loved ones moving forward. So let's give gratitude right now, G. So for the 2020 for its wonderful blessings, ending with such a wonderful relationships coming together, such powerful people setting intentions for the world, be from any walks of life, are now in one space in TCOL as well. It is so beautiful that we can add so much of value to humanity. Thank you, Almighty, for this
Thank you.
beautiful space. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
and wishing everybody a blessed new year in 2021.
Thank you. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, Darshanji.